Okay, sometime in 2015, I went to mountain. There's this mountain called Deborah High Mountain of Mercy. Those of you in Lagos who are used to mountains will know this mountain, because most of my friends who stay in Lagos who are pastors also do go to that mountain. So that was where I met this guy on the mountain. He came to pray, but prior to this time, he hasn't joined the cult that gave him so much money. Yeah, we met there. We got talking because I don't know, somehow something drew me to that guy. I walked up to him, introduced myself, we exchanged pleasantries, and I asked him where he was from. He told me, and as of that time, I think he was in Kogi doing business in a place called Kogi, but he had issues with his business. He told me how he had lost some couple of millions, and his business closed down. He lost everything. So he came to seek the face of God on the mountain. So I spent about 7 days on that mountain. So on the 5th day, we got somehow close, because every time we have break, we'll sit together and talk, share some things. So he told me that even after leaving from the mountain, he's not sure where he's going to, because he has lost everything he had in Kogi. As of that time, he had a wife and a son, and the wife has gone back to the village to her parents. So I felt pity for him. I said, okay, since you have friends in Onitsha, like he told me he had some friends in Onitsha that he would like to go see and all that, see how they could help him. I said, okay, I stay in Asaba. Why not stay with me for some time? At least you travel from my place to Onitsha to go see your friends and see how they can help you, since you don't have a place to stay. Then I told him, but I have some people staying with me. I have my sisters, about 4 of them, who were staying in my house. He said he doesn't mind. So he moved in with me, lived with me for a couple of weeks, if not up to 2 months. I can't remember, because it's been a while now. Then often he will go to Onitsha to see his friend, and I'll give him transport money to go there. So there's this particular day, he was so quiet. The whole week per se, he was so quiet. He would hardly eat. So I noticed that there was something weird about him. I tried to ask him, I tried to talk him out of, thinking and worrying. I made sure he doesn't lack physical cash. As a man, I try as much as I can to always give him money so that he wouldn't have much to think about. But even at that, he wouldn't eat, but rather drink a lot of water. This guy would drink a lot of water, that if I had to travel with him, because sometimes when I go for my programs those days, I would travel with him. I wouldn't want to, let him stay behind, to avoid him thinking too much. So I take him out with me, go to programs with him. Before I get to my destination, sometimes this guy would stop me 5 to 7 times on the way so that he can ease himself, because he was always drinking water. This guy can finish 10 liters of water in a day. I'm not exaggerating. I didn't know why he was doing that until this fateful day. He told me he was going to Onitsha and he needed some money, like 500 naira. Then I gave him 1,000 naira. He rejected the 1,000. He was like, no, it's too much. I just needed 500 for transport. I said, no, take 1,000. You need some cash. You never can tell what will happen when you get there. That was how this friend of mine left my house, went to Onitsha. 1 day gone, 2, 3, 1 week. I didn't hear from him. His phone was switched off. I was so worried. I was so worried. I didn't know whom to call. He has not introduced me to any of his friends in Onitsha. I haven't met his wife. I haven't met any member of his family. I only met him at the mountain, Deborah High Mountain of Mercy. 2 weeks passed. I was so worried. Everyone around me knew I was worried. I was devastated. I wasn't sure what had happened to him. I didn't know whom to call. I didn't know what to do. 1 month passed. There is no day I didn't try that young man's number. 2 months, I didn't hear from him. 3 months, there was no sound of him anywhere. After 3 months, I stopped calling his line. I made peace with it. I said, well, I don't know what had happened to this guy. On the 4th month, my phone rang. Lo and behold, it was him, my friend. He called me with a very subtle voice. He called me Wanemo, meaning, my brother, how are you? I didn't know what to do, whether to scream, to yell at him, or to do what. I just said, where are you? Are you fine? He said, yes, I am very okay. I know you have been worried. I said, more than worried. Where are you? Can I see you? He said, yes, I would like you to come tomorrow. I said, oh, you want me to come where? He said, his business place. I said, okay, you have a business place? He said, yes, it's a long story. I will tell you everything that happened when you come. He gave me the address. The next day, I went to see him. Wait for part 2. I will tell you what I saw when I went to visit him the next day.